Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will discuss about programming elements in Python. Programming elements in Python. Guys, in last video, I discussed about fundamental data types. What are the fundamental data types in Python? We have one is int, one is float, one is complex, one is Boolean, and one is null. I explained in detail about all these fundamental data types, guys. If you are not watching my previous video, you please go through that video and get knowledge on what is fundamental data types and how many types of fundamental data types we have in Python. Then you can understand what are the fundamental data types in Python. Now coming to present, now I am discussing about programming elements in Python, guys. In Python, we have three types of programming elements. One is input, and second one is process, and the third one is output, guys. Coming to input, coming to input, data or information given to the program is called input, guys. Data or information given to the program is called input. For example, if you want to perform a mathematical operation, suppose if you want to perform 10 plus 20, we want to perform mathematical operations like 10 plus 20. At first, we have to input the value 10 and also value 20. We have to input to the program the value 10 and the value 20. Then only it will perform the mathematical operation. Then only it will perform the mathematical operation. If you want to perform any operation, at first we have to input the value. We have to input the value. In this case, that is the what I mentioned here. Data or information given to the program. Data or information given to the program is called input. Is called input, guys. Coming to process, the applying logic or algorithm in input data is called process, guys. Suppose you inputted the value 10 and also you inputted the value 20 and you mentioned that I want to add these two values in program. You mentioned that I want to add these two numbers. I want to add these two numbers. Background, the program, it will perform the logic or algorithm. It will perform the addition. It will perform the addition based on the operator. It will perform the addition. Whatever operator we provided in the program, it will perform that logic. It will perform that logic or algorithm on input data. This 10 and 20 is the input data we provided to the program. For example, we provided 10 and 20 the input data to the program and we mentioned that I want to add these two numbers. This adding, the process of adding comes under process, guys. It's nothing but applying logic applying logic or algorithm on input data, applying logic or algorithm on input data. Coming to output, the result given by the program. The result given by the program. After inputting the data, it will perform the process, what process you want to perform. Then it will give the result. That comes under output, guys. You I will take same example, then you can understand better. I am inputting 10 and 20. I want to process it like I want to add 10 plus 20. This is the my process I provided to the program. And program after performing the addition process, Program will give the result that comes under output, guys. That comes under output. Program will give the result. It will give result to us. That is the output, guys. I hope you understand. I hope you understand what are the programming elements in Python. One is input and one is process and one is output, guys. One is input, one is process, and finally we have output. Finally we have output. Coming to coming to input and output. If you want to input a data or if you want to get an output from the program in Python, we have predefined functions. We have two predefined functions, guys. One is print function and one is input function. By default, in Python itself, we will get these two functions. That's why we call it as these two functions are predefined function. These two functions are predefined functions, guys. Suppose if we want to get an output by the program, we have to use the function called print function. We have to use function called print function. Suppose if you want to input the data or information to the given program means we have to use input function. We have to use input function. These two predefined functions are used for input the data and getting the output by the program. These are the two predefined functions for inputting the data and output provided by the program. We have to use these two predefined functions. Now I will explain you what is print function and what is input function in detail. Coming to print function, coming to print function, coming to print function, guys. Print is a predefined function, guys. It is predefined function. It is predefined function. By default in Python itself, we will get predefined function. Print is a predefined function. Print is a predefined function. This is available in built-in library, guys. This is available in available in built-in library, built-in built-in library. Predefined print is a predefined function. By default, it will available in built-in library in Python. By default, that's why we call it as predefined function. This is this is standard. This is standard output function, guys. This is standard. This is standard output function. If you want to get a output by the program, we have to use print function. We have to use print function. Suppose if you want to print, I want to print, I want to print welcome. I want to print welcome. I want to print welcome. I have to use predefined function called print. Predefined function called print. Print. I am printing the sentence called, word called welcome. Welcome. I am printing here welcome. So if you want to get a output, if we want to get an output by the program, we have to use print function. Predefined print function we have to use. You don't worry, guys, what is this double quotations and what this? Just you concentrate on what is print. In later coming session, you will understand what is these double quotes and how to write a code and how to assign a value, how to input a value. All those you can able to understand later. Then present, you concentrate on print function. You concentrate in print function, guys. I hope you understand. I hope you understand what is print function. Coming to syntax, guys. Coming to syntax. Syntax is nothing but formula, guys. In mathematical, we have different types of formulas to derive the problem. In programming also we call it as syntax, guys. By using syntax, we are performing the operations. We are performing the operations. The syntax of print function is print of values, comma, separator equal to double quotations, comma, end equal to slash n. It is by default syntax case end equal to file equal to flush equal to flush equal to true or to flush equal up. You understand? File equal to sys dot std out std out. This is the and one more value we have fl flush equal to false flush equal to false. This is the syntax, guys, for print function. This is the syntax for print function. If you this is the syntax for print function. Values is nothing but the data we are providing inside the print function is nothing but values, guys. It is nothing but values. We can mention zero or many values we can provide to the print function. We can provide it. And separator is nothing but separating the values inside the print function, guys. We are separating the values by using print function. By default, in print function, separator, it will take space. It will take by default, it will separate the values by space, guys. By space, it will separate the values by default. If you doesn't provide any separator in print function, it will take by default, it will separate the values by space. And coming to end is nothing but suppose if you mention by default, it will print the values in new line, guys. If you don't want to print in a new line every time, if you want to print in a same line, then we go for then we go for end then we go for n. And this file and flash you can understand later in files concept, guys. You can understand later in files concept. Right now you skip these two in print and you concentrate in these three. In later you will understand while working with the files. Then you will understand what is this file and flash. What is this file and flash? At present, you concentrate on values, separate and end. Now, I will show you examples of by using print function. Then you can understand what is separator one, what is end, and what is values. Then you can understand. Guys, suppose if I want to print, if I want to print, suppose if I want to This is the print function, guys. This is print function. We can mention values either 0 or 1. Many values we can mention, any values we can mention here, or we can leave it without mentioning any values also. We can leave it like this also. It will, and suppose I want to print hello, I want to print hello. I want to print hello. I have to write inside print function. I have to write hello, guys. I have to write hello. I have to write hello, guys. Here by default Here I doesn't mention any separator and end value. It will take separator as a space. By default, it will take separator as a space and end value. Let's move into ideally when you can understand a better way. When you can understand better way, guys. See, guys, here I will explain you print function. Print. I am using print function and I am printing the hello, guys. I am printing hello. So it will print the hello. Guys, this is the string. This is this is one collection of characters, right? HELLO is a collection of alphabets, right? This hello is a string. If you want to print whatever we want to get, then we have to mention in double quotations or single quotations or double quotations or single triple quotation we have to mention, right? Suppose if we want to print hello or welcome or your name, whatever if you want to print in a console, we have to mention it is in single quotations or double quotations or single triple quotations, guys. Then it will treated as string, guys. Then it will treated as string. In coming sessions, there is a one video uh, regarding completely string we have. I explain you completely string concept in coming videos, guys. For now, just you remember what string. String is a collection of characters. String is a collection of characters. Either it may be alphabets, it may be it may be numbers, it may be characters. Suppose if you mention 1, 2, 3, A, and if you in between double quotation, if you mention 1, 2, 3 means it will print 1, 2, 3, guys. It will print 1, 2, 3. Suppose if you mention just well hello, it will print hello. If you mention welcome in double quotations, welcome in double quotations, it will print welcome, guys. Whatever you want to print in console, if you type it in within single quotes or double quotes or single triple quotes, it will print that, guys. It will print whatever you want to get as an output. So here I am uh, I will show you the type of the, no, wait one second. X equal to print, X equal to, X equal to hello, guys, X equal to hello. Here I am printing uh, type of, type of X, it will show string, guys. This is the string function. Later you will understand. The type of X is string, guys. The type of X is string. And suppose if I suppose suppose if I taken y equal to 1, 2, 3, I am printing type of y. I am printing type of y, guys. Here it shown type equal to string, guys. Type equal to string. Even though it is numbers, even though it is digits, we are written in double quotations. We written these digits in double quotations, guys. So that is the reason why it is showing the type of y. It is the string. This is the type function, guys. By using type function, we can know by using type. This is the type of function, guys. By using type we can know the what is the type of the variable. The type of the variable we can know by using type function, guys. By using type function. I hope you understand what is string and what is print. And now I will explain you. Now I will explain you completely. I will explain you print function more better. print. See guys, here I am printing. Welcome to, welcome to, welcome to Python. Welcome to Python guys. Here I am using the separator. Separator equal to I am using the comma. I am using comma. Then then you can understand what it will do. Then you can understand uh, after executing after executing 1 second guys. Exec x equal to here I am taking x equal to welcome to welcome to Python program. Welcome to Python program guys. Here I am printing the value, the variable x. I am using the separator. Separator equal to comma guys. Separator equal to comma. Then you can understand how it is separating. By default, by default, it will separate the by default it will separate the string value by space. After applying separator function like a comma, full stop, it will separate based on the separator values. Based on the separator values, guys. Based on the separator, it will separate. Here, here I got the suppose separator equal to if I mentioned dot. Why it is not correct? Separator equal to suppose here I am here say here you see here guys. Now I am printing by using separator. Print mm, print. I am printing the values 10 comma 20 by using the separator. By using here I am using dot as a separator. See guys, it will separating by dot. Suppose if I want to separate 10 comma 20 comma 30 by using separator equal to at the rate separator equal to at the rate. It will separate the values by using separator. It will separate the values by using separator. In by default, it will separate by default. If you doesn't mention any separator, by default, by default, it will separate by space X. By default, it will separate by space. Here it's separated by at the rate symbol. Here it is separated by dot symbol. By default, it will separate by space, guys. By default, it will separate by space. Suppose I am printing, I am printing, um, I am printing. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Python. And here I am using end equal to by default it will take by default it will take by default it will take slash n guys. By default end keyword it will take um, the end it will represent by default next line. Suppose if you take here I am printing here I am printing welcome here I am printing welcome here I am printing welcome, and again here I am printing welcome to Python, welcome Python. Here I am printing Python. Suppose if we used here if we use in this print function, first print function, suppose you used end equal to, suppose if you use end equal to, end equal to dot, end equal to dot, whatever it may be, if you use in output, it will, in output it will print like welcome, it will in output it will print like welcome dot, welcome dot python, guys, welcome dot python. By default it will take end value as slash n. Slash n means it will print in the new line, it will print in the new line, guys, it will print in the new line, it will print by default. Slash n means it will print the string in a new line. Welcome in one line, it will print welcome, it will print welcome in one line and a Python in another line. If we use end, if we use end equal to something, it will print in same line by combining. It will combine the two print statement in the same line, guys. It will combine two print statement in the same line. In the same line, it will combine the print statements. That is the purpose of using n and separator and values, guys. I hope you understand what is print function, how we have to use print. I hope you understand, guys. Suppose here I mentioned by welcome, welcome to comma end equal to dot, end equal to space I am using, end equal to space I am using. Print, print. Uh, I am using print Python, print Python. Here, one second. Suppose, suppose, mm, print x equal to x equal print, print. I am printing Python. Python is Python is easy, comma end equal to, comma end equal to space I am providing, space I am providing. Again, here I am using one more print function called this is, this is next line, this is next line I am printing. After executing this, by default, suppose if you not mention this end, if you not mention this end equal to space, it will print Python is easy, Python is easy in one line, and this is next line, this is next line in one more line. But here I am using space as a end value, so it will print like Python is, Python is easy up to here. Python is easy. Then it will give some space and it will print same line. It will print both the print statement in the same line by using end. See, guys, now I will show you result. Then you can understand in better way. After executing, after after executing it, see, guys, here you can understand. Here you see, guys, Python is easy and here it prints some space and this is the next line. Suppose if you not mention that end, end equal to space, by default it will print in separate lines. By default, it will print separate lines. So yes, Python is easy and this is the next line. By default, it will take end value equal to slash n. It will take end equal to it will take end equal to slash n by default. By default, separator will take space. That is the that is what print function will do, guys. It is used. It is a predefined function, and this is a standard output function. If you want to print the standard data, if you want to print anything in the console, we have to use we have to use print function. We have to use print function, guys. Then and next coming to we have input function. We have input function, guys. Input function we have coming to input. Input is a this is a this is a standard input function, guys. This is standard input function. If we want to input something to the program, we have to use this input function, which is used this input function, which is used to input this input function, which is used to input the data to the program, which is used to input the data to the program. Why we need to input data to the program? We should to data, input the data or values to the program, to the program. Why we need to input the data? If we want to perform any operations, we have to input the data. If you want to perform any operation, we have to input the data. The syntax of the syntax, the syntax of input is input of sorry input of input of. This is the syntax of input function, guys. Here we have to write. You can write any prompt if you want to provide any prompt. You can mention that prompt also. Suppose if I want to, now I am thinking that uh, prompt is nothing but a message, guys. Prompt is nothing but a message. Prompt is nothing but a message. Prompt is nothing but a message here. Suppose I want to input one number, guys. I want to input one number, uh, not number. I will explain one more example. Prompt is nothing but message, and prompt is nothing but message. Input assigned to one variable. What we have to assign a input data to the variable, guys. Variable is nothing but we have to assign variable. We have to assign input data to the variable. Variable is nothing but it is a memory store location. It is a variable is a memory store location. Suppose if you want to store the value 10, here I am assigning the value 10 to the A. This A This A is called variable. Here I am storing the value 10 in A. This A is called variable, guys. This A is called variable. It is nothing but memory is a memory to store the value. It is a memory to store the values. Suppose, suppose guys, if I want to input, for example, for example, mm, I have to input username, guys. I have to input username. Input username. Input username, guys. See guys, this is this is this username is prompt, guys. This username is prompt. Prompt is nothing but if you want to input username in console, it will show you enter username. It will show you username, guys. It will show you username. Now I will show you in ideally, then you can understand better way. Here, here we have to assign a input to the variable, right? We have to assign input to the variable. Here I am taking the variable called user. Here I am taking user variable, and here I am using input function. I am giving the prompt enter a enter username, enter a username. This is the prompt, guys. This enter a username is prompt. We have to keep it in string. We have to write it in string. We have to assign double quotations for the prompt. And one more point is by default input function always gives as output as a string, guys. Always it gives string. Suppose even though if you assign to input 10, actually this 10 is integer, right? Actually this 10 is integer. After inputting this 10 by using input function, it will treat it as a string, guys. It will treat it as a string that I will show you now. By default, input function consider as a string. That type of input is string, guys. Now I will show you that I am using here. I am using here prompt enter enter a username prompt, and I am printing that user. I am printing that user, guys. This is the variable name. This is user is the variable name. I am printing this variable name. In previously we saw that in print function we have values, right? Values, right? Mm, this is the value, guys. This is the value. This user value I am printing here. I am not using any separator and end. By default, it will take separator as a space and end as a next line. And this is the value. This value I am printing. In this value, what I am storing? What I am storing? I am storing enter a username. The username I am storing. I am inputting the username to the user, then it will store the username as a by using variable called user. That user I am printing by using print function, guys. I am printing by using print function. I will show you here. I am using, see, guys, here it is asking that enter a name, enter username. That is prompt, guys. That is this is prompt, guys. Enter a username. If you want to without prompt, it won't show any name here, anything here. It will show. I will show you later. Now you see this. Enter a username. I am using Python is a username. See, and after assigning a username to the user variable, it will print the Python, right? It will print that Python. It will print that Python. Here, here I am assigning, here I am inputting, uh, here I am inputting Python. Here I am inputting Python. This Python input function by default, it will treat this input function as a string. So it is storing in the variable user. In user variable, this Python is storing this Python is storing, and that Python I am printing here. I am printing by using print function. This Python I am printing here. Suppose if you if you not provided any prompt means here I am not providing any prompt. Here I am not providing any prompt. Just I am using input function, and suppose if I run a program, see, guys, here it is not showing anything. Here it is not showing any prompt, right? Here it is not showing any prompt. In before in before case, it showed enter a user number, but here it is not shown any prompt. But here it not shown any prompt. That is the usage of prompt, guys. Here I am entering Python, it will printing the Python. Here I am entered Python. This Python is stored in user variable, and that Python is I am printing by using print function, guys. I am printing by using print function. And suppose suppose if I suppose what I said here. Yes, what I said here, print function by default, it will take, it will give output as a string, right? Input function by default, it will give output as a string, output as a string that I mentioned, right? Suppose even though if I entered value 10 by the value 10 is integer, right? But after inputting that 10 to the input function, it will treat it as string, guys. It will treat it as string. It will treat it as string. Actually, it is integer, but after inputting data to the input function, it will treat it as string. Here, here I am using Here I am using from enter a number. Enter a number. Here I am using from in this case I enter number I will enter number 10. After entering the number, that number 10 is stored in user variable and I am printing that user variable. I am printing that user variable. After running this program, it is asking that it is asking that enter a number. It is asking that enter a number. Here I am entered a number. It is printed that number, but it is integer or string. I have to know. Then I have to know whether it is a integer or string. So for that I am using print type of print type of user, guys. Type of user. Type function. Type function gives type function gives what type it is, the variable, the type of variable it will give. Suppose it is a int type means it will give integer. Suppose it is a string type means it will give string. That this is the purpose of type function. I am using variable called user. I am knowing that this is user, whatever input I provided to the user, that is integer or that is string, I have to know. So that is the reason why I applied here type function. I will show you now. Here again I am running the same program. I am entering the value 10. See guys, here it is showing the value 10 is string. The value 10 is string, guys. The value 10 is string. But in general, the value 10 to comes under integer, right? Comes under integer. But after in the input function by default, it will treat it as a string. It will give output as a string, guys. It will give output as a string. So this is the input function, guys. This is input function. Uh, here, here I will show you with a one more example, guys. With one more example, I will show you one more example. I will show you. I hope you understand. I hope you understand what is input function and what is print function. What is input function and what is print function, guys. I hope you understand what is input and what is print function. Here I am writing a small code, guys. I am writing small code I am writing like mm, input function. I am writing small code. Here, once input function read, input function read values as a string, guys. Input function read values as a string. Now only I shown to you. input function read values as a string. And here I am using small code, guys. Small code I will show you. Here I am writing a code. Here, instead of this, I will write new code. Guys, here I am taking a equal to input of input of enter enter first number. Enter first number, guys. Enter first number and b equal to input of enter second number. Enter second number, guys. See, guys, here I am inputting, I want to input the number to the variable A. It will store in A, and again I am inputting one more second number. The second number stored in the variable B. So, for example, if I first number I inputted 10 and second number I inputted 20, this 10 value stored in A and this 20 will stored in B, guys. This 20 will store in B. Here, what I said, input function by default, it will give output as a, it will read values as a string, right? So this integer, it will treat it as a string, guys. It will treat it as a string. It will treat it as a string, guys. 20. It will treat it as a string. After now I am adding now I want to Now I want to number C equal to A plus B. I want to print C, guys. I want to print I want to print C, guys. See, guys, what you assume here, suppose after adding 10 plus 20, 10 plus 20, we have to get output as a 30, right? We have to get output as a 30. But in this case, in this case, it will input, it will read values as a string, right? It will read values as a string. So the string values cannot perform mathematical operations because string value cannot perform mathematical operations. Only integer values only perform mathematical operations. Suppose Suppose if I add this 10 and 20, it will give 1 0, it will give 1 0 and 2 0. It is the output it will give as 1 0 and 2 0, guys. 1 0 and 2 0. Here what is happening means here it will concatenating. Concatenating means A plus B C equal to A plus B, it will input function it read values as a string, right? It will read string and it will take it like this and it will give output as a 10 20 10 to 1020. It is also string, guys. It is also string 10 20. Concatenation. If you add both string means it will concatenate. Concatenate means addition. Addition is nothing. It will combine the string values. See, guys, it will combine the string values. Now I will show you output. See, guys, it is asking enter first number. I am entering the value 10. Again, it asking second number. I am entering the value 20. It given 10 20. It given 1020. It given 1020. Because here, what we have to understand means why I showed this example means here we have to understand. Here we have to understand input function read values as a string. Input function read values as a string. String is, guys, string is nothing but in communication you will understand better about string. For now, you understand string is nothing but collection of characters. Suppose if you A, B, C, these are the collection of A, B, and C characters. These are the characters and one, two, three. we have to represent it is in single quote, or it is in double quote, or it is in single triple quotes, or it is in single triple quotes. We can mention it among these three any of one. We can use single quotations, we can use double quotations, we can use single triple quotations. It will treat it as a string guys. This is the collection of characters. It will treat it as a string guys. I hope you understand what is input programming elements in Python. The programming elements in Python. One is input and one is process and one is output guys. Input is nothing but data or information given to the program. Process is nothing but applying logic or algorithm or input to data. This output is nothing but the result given by the program. Result given by the program. If you want to input the data or if you want to get a result by using output, we have in Python we have two predefined functions. One is print and one is input. One is print and one is input. I hope you understand what is print and what is output. Input in in coming session. I explain you. I explain you type conversion. I explain you type conversions, guys. Type conversion. I explain you type conversions. What is type conversions? We have input of type conversions and float type conversions we have. In next video, I will explain you what are the type conversions in Python. Guys, this is all about programming elements in Python, guys. Guys, if you like my explanation and my detailed explanation and my lectures, please follow my channel and subscribe to my channel and share to your friends. It is helpful to them. Guys, definitely I will say that this explanation and this content will definitely useful to crack the interviews guys in Python. It will use it to crack the interviews. Please carefully listen and follow my daily videos. Then you can become pro in Python guys. You can become pro in Python guys. Thank you guys. That's all about today. In coming video, I will explain you type conversions. Thank you guys. Bye.